Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today is Selmy here, and I want to welcome you guys to St. Aubin Law Office here in Calgary, Alberta. So I want to be asking the CEO few questions, who is Mr. Obinna Ononuju, few questions on immigration, on relocation to Canada, and the processes of how you can immigrate to Canada. So stay tuned and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Share this video with your friends who need it the most, and like, then comment on whatever you want to see in my next video. Mr. Obinna, today I want to be asking you some questions from literally people who are curious to understand how to immigrate to Canada. So I have like few questions here that I would like to discuss with you. So the question number one is, who can sponsor a spouse or partner in Canada?
Okay, a permanent resident can sponsor, and then a citizen as well can sponsor their spouses. They may have been married or in a common law relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you elaborate a bit on that? Like, can someone who is a student here already in Canada as an inlander and have a spouse outside Canada, can they sponsor their spouse to come to Canada also?
Is the student a PR holder or citizen?
No. Like, okay, can they file for like maybe let's say open work permit for their spouse?
Yes, they can if they're eligible.
Okay.
Right? If their program is falls under the programs that are allowed for the open work permit, like some master's programs, for instance, PhD, and some undergraduate programs within that category. Yeah, they can actually apply for a spousal open work permit.
Okay, is this something you do here at St. Aubin Law Office?
Sure.
Okay.
We do that.
Okay. Then, in my case, can I sponsor my spouse while on a work permit or PR? Oh, I think you've discussed it a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so when you say sponsor, normally sponsor simply means sponsoring someone for maybe permanent resident, right? Okay. But if, for instance, your work permit, and your question is whether your spouse can apply for spousal open work permit based on the fact that your work permit,
Okay. So how long does it take, like the application process?
From us or the IRCC process? They have the update processing timelines is online. Okay. So if you go online, you see the most updated timelines, right? Okay. It might be up to 3 months, 2 months. So they keep updating the timelines. We don't have a specific timeline, but it's based on what is on their website.
Okay, so the next question here is, can my spouse work while waiting for sponsorship approval?
Fantastic. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Your spouse can work. I'm going to explain how it works. If it's an upland application, that means your spouse is outside Canada. Okay. You can apply for work permit, spousal work permit for your spouse when you have what is called approval in principle, AIP, right? Okay. So once the application gets to that point where your spouse has been approved in principle, with that, you can apply for his spousal open work permit to come and work while waiting for the processing of his spousal sponsorship. However, if it was an inland application, that means your spouse is also in Canada with you. Okay. He can apply for work permit immediately only if he's in status. That is, if he has a valid status. Let's say he's a visitor, for instance, and he still has current valid status. Upon submission of the work sponsorship application, you can apply for his work permit immediately. Okay. But if he's out of status, you can't apply for his work permit immediately. So you have to wait until he received the approval in principle before he can apply for his work permit. Okay. So please, can you like give 1 or 2 advice to my viewers who would want to relocate, or the best word for it, immigrate to Canada? The first 3 things they are meant to do, let's say for a DIY, the first
things that are meant to do if they really want to immigrate to Canada?
So my best advice would be to consult with a professional. Even if you want to do it yourself, that's fantastic. Or go for the first consultation. Okay, have an overview of your immigration, options with a professional. Okay, so once you have discussed everything with them, you're able to know how to deal with it yourself. Immigration is not so complicated, but there are some nuances that you will not see that a professional would actually explain them to you and guide you. Immigration is all about strategy. You have to be strategic in your documentation. You have to be truthful as well in your, in whatever information you're providing. Timing is also important. So you need a professional to be able to put all these things together based on the profile you've already, advised. Having reviewed your profile, the professional will be in a position to analyze and now advise on how best to start, when to start, okay, and the type of documentation. So it's very important. You can do it yourself, but try as much as possible to consult with a professional. Legitimate professional.
So can you also elaborate the things that you do here at St. Aubin Law Office? Like, do you handle family law? Do you handle cases of immigration? Just give us general overview.
As St. Aubin Law is more or less a boutique law firm. We cover a few areas of legal practice. Starting from immigration, for instance, we do the litigation aspect of immigration and non-litigation aspect of immigration. So we do study permit, work permit, express entries, sponsorships, visitors visas, and all those stuff. Then ultimately we also do the litigation aspect when visas are refused. We do go to apply to federal court. For refugees, we apply to Immigration Appeals Division, Refugee Appeals Division rather, and then we also help asylum seekers who do not know how to navigate the system. We explain how the system works, who is eligible for refugees claims, and then we assist them throughout the process up to the hearing. Like I said earlier, for refusals, we challenge unreasonable refusals. If you review the reasons for refusal and believe it's not justified, right? It's not reasonable. We advise clients to, have a day in court, right, to see if that decision will be overturned. So we do the litigation aspect of immigration. We do the non-litigation aspect as well. So everything immigration, both inland and outland. Then aside immigration, we also do real estate transactions for those that are buying or selling properties. We also assist people who want to refinance their properties. We also deal with on criminal defense aspect of this. We also we defend people who have been charged with any criminal offenses. We provide that support, provide that defense they need in the process. We also help landlords. We do landlord and tenancy matters, but we represent only landlords and other also deal with a few other civil litigation. So it's a boutique law firm. We handle a few number of areas, and we've been doing that for some time, and our clients are very happy because of the type of representation, right? We put our clients' success first. What matters to us is a happy client. And beyond the business aspect of it, we are more focused on the service, making sure that clients are happy, they get results, and we are happy that we've been getting those results so far.
So thank you for having me. Can you tell my own clients, which are my viewers, to like, subscribe, and follow for more?
Hello. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned one or two things from what it's just a brief video. If you want to know more, you can reach out. You can reach out and then you get our contact. Then you can schedule an appointment to discuss further with us. Please also share and like this video.
And
thank you.
my channel. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Uncle, for having us.
Thank you, Samson.
Yeah.